Dear parents, we would like for you to know what the Student Handbook for North Monterey County High School speaks to. Our vision statement at North Monterey County High School is that all of the Condor community will feel safe, supported, and challenged to create an environment that leads to personal growth. Here you can see a visual for our conditions of learning. In order for us to create the conditions of learning, we have a code of conduct that we expect all students to follow. This code of conduct refers to Condor Pride. When we exhibit pride, we do the following 5 things. My words, actions, and attitudes demonstrate respect for myself and others at all times. I demonstrate pride in myself, in my future, and in my school by arriving on time, dressed appropriately, and prepared to focus on my studies. I always seek the most peaceful means of resolving conflict, and I obtain the assistance of teachers, administrators, or school staff when I am unable to resolve conflicts on my own. I take pride in promoting a safe and clean learning environment at my school. And I seek positive relationships with all members of the school community, and I help restore relationships with school community members that are affected by my conduct. So what does this look like on our campus? Well, we go back to Condor Pride, where we speak to all students participating, showing respect, having integrity, showing determination, and learning how to be empowered. One of the important things for all of our students to do is to attend school every day, every class. They should be present, on time, and engaged. Please help us to help your student attend every day, every class. We have different levels of attendance, intervention, and prevention. So if students are having a hard time being here at school, being on time, and being engaged in the classroom, we will be working with them on different levels to ensure that they are here to participate and engage fully. Please expect us to reach out to you to help support your student be here and be engaged. If there are issues concerning absenteeism or your student is unable to attend, please follow the rules of the school by contacting the attendance office and letting us know your student will not be in attendance. It is important that we help you understand that students can become truant if they have unexcused absences. 3 full-day absences equal truancy. So we would ask for you to do your best to have your students here on time, attending every day, so that we have minimal students who are truant. To help our students with the Code of Conduct, we have multi-tiered systems of support. These are systems that work with students at different levels. Our Tier 1 supports are for all students at this campus, and we engage in our Pride activities to help all students have a safe environment to participate in school. Tier 2 interventions help support students with some behaviors or with academic supports in order for them to be successful. Tier 3 supports are more intensive and are coordinated by a designated team in which very specific students have very specific supports in order for them to be successful on our campus. So what happens when a student's actions or words do not uphold pride? At each of our tiers, Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3, we have specific notification and documentation and support systems in place to work with students. You will see on this slide that in Tier 1, parent or guardian notification and restorative practices are implemented in order to help students continue to engage in school and work through the issues that may be of concern. In Tier 2, we may be working with a student with the counseling teams to refer them to different groups of individuals who are here who can add additional supports for their success. And again, in Tier 3, we may have more significant data analysis and interventions in place for the students to be supported. So what does the Education Code law say about school behavior? There are many laws with the Education Code in the state of California that help support schools know how to interact with students and families when certain behaviors require specific intervention. Things like bullying, use of cell phones when not appropriate at school, harassment, fighting on campus, or drug and alcohol abuse on campus. These are things that we look to for Education Code to guide our response to intervention when students are struggling with some of these areas. Another area that we really want to help students focus on this year is dress and grooming. How do we want to appear when we come to school? What kind of clothes do we want to wear, and how clean can we be when we come onto campus? So our school board has approved some very specific guidelines for dress on our school campuses. New this year to our annual dress code is the masks are required at all times unless notified by one of the high school staff administration. Removing the mask outside to eat or drink is permissible only during that time. So it is important that we all continue to keep ourselves safe and follow the mask mandates while on campus. There is no eating or drinking allowed in classrooms this year unless water, and that must be done quickly by a student in order to maintain mask wearing. Also, just a reminder for dress code, we do not permit the wearing of items that have the word cookies on it, champion wearing the number 14, 13, and they limit the amount of items that are green, red, or blue to 1 per outfit per day. All hats, beanies, and any headwear must be school colors in order to be permissible during the school day. Please help us help your students by ensuring when they leave for school every morning, they are in the appropriate dress for school. Daily wellness checks are required prior to entering the high school campus by every student. Students can do their wellness checks on their phones or on your phone prior to coming onto campus as they enter. The Wellness Check QR code has been given to all students in their Google grade level classroom, and they will be able to access it every morning to ensure they can do the wellness check prior to coming onto campus. If your student is sick, please do not send them to school, but notify the school of an illness and we will follow up with you. We have many extra activities, athletics, clubs, academic opportunities, college and career opportunities, workplace opportunities on our high school campus. Please encourage your student to participate in the extension activities we have to offer. It will keep them busy, keep them out of trouble, and help them to be engaged more in the high school experience. Campus safety and security is of utmost importance to us here at North Monterey County. We work under the regulations of Title IX. Title IX specifically speaks to everybody having equal access and opportunity to a high school education. We do not discriminate, and we do not allow sexual harassment, bullying, and any sort of social media misconduct that would impact school conduct. Student photo IDs are required to be worn or accessible by every student on campus. We will have student IDs processed this week and next week so that we can ensure all students have their IDs on them every day. Please make sure that your student has their ID every day they come to school. We are a closed campus. So what does that mean? Students are asked to stay on campus at all times. They are not allowed to leave campus without parent permission and cannot have deliveries of any kind brought to campus during the school day. Parents, if you would like to bring something to a student during the school day, you may do so, but outside deliveries are not allowed. Every student is assigned a PE locker if they are taking PE classes, and they have a school lock in which the student is provided their access and can use their PE lockers as they see fit. It is important to note that vandalism, graffiti, and the riding of skateboards, bikes, blades, scooters are not allowed on campus. We want to ensure that all students understand the legal rights of schools around search and seizure, and that we are a tobacco-free school zone. No drugs or alcohol or tobacco products can be consumed on our high school campus. All visitors must sign in the main office prior to moving about campus. We do have cell phone rules at our school. What are they, and what happens if a student gets their personal electronic device, i.e. cell phone, taken away? We have a student technology agreement and cell phone violation procedure, and it will be enforced here on our campus. Students may use their cell phones in the classroom when indicated by a teacher to be appropriate and connected to their instruction. If students are using their cell phones at a time in which the teacher has not instructed them to use it, the teacher has the right to request a cell phone pickup. There are first pickup, second pickup, and third pickup rules. If a student has their cell phone picked up 3 times by a campus supervisor, the parent is notified and we request that the student not have access to their cell phone during the school day, but can drop it off here in campus security and pick it up at the end of the school day until further notice. So please help us help your students understand that cell phones are allowable on campus, but we need to be aware of when we can use it and how we are using it, and to use it appropriately. All students have been asked to read through the Real Student Handbook. Here you can see the word Student Handbook highlighted. It is a link to the actual large document, which is the Student Handbook. All students have been asked to fill out a Google form indicating that they have been instructed about the school handbook and that they understand school discipline policy, how we keep us safe, conditions of learning on our campus, what it's like to do Pride, and that the dress code is understood and followed. We keep the Google form on file, so when a student struggles with following school rules, we are able to come back and discuss with them the agreement that they have signed. I look forward to speaking with you further about any information you may need, and will be holding a town hall in the upcoming week for all parents to attend to continue to go over school policy and regulations. Thank you for your time.